Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Dead Space for the final time. It is definitely going to be the final time we'll be playing this, because we're already well into Chapter 10. In fact, no, we're not well into Chapter 10, we are at Chapter 10. This is the start of Chapter 10, which we sort of did as we came to the end of it last time. So, obviously there are only 12 chapters in the game, so I'm betting this is probably going to take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to get through. Maybe we'll see what happens. The later chapters get a little complicated. But we are currently on...
I think I've located the shuttle Hammond found. Shit. No good. That shuttle's brain dead. Someone removed the navigation cards. God knows why. There's 3 of them scattered around the deck. I'm downloading their locations. I can't access the doors from here, so you'll need a crew key. If you can find those parts, I think we can get that shuttle operational again.
Okay, yes, we are in the crew sector, which is, there's a lot of dead people here. There's a lot of dead people here. In fact, thinking about it, isn't this where... Let's see, he wants me to go up the elevator. Can we go into the sleep block yet? I don't know, I can't remember. How's my inventory looking? It is fine. Ah, yes. I remember all these places now. The memories are flooding back to me. Hello. Okay, fine. Don't do that. That's locked and I probably need a key for it. Fair enough. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we'll properly sort out all this later. For now, we should probably follow the marker and get that key so I can actually, you know, go to places. But, yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies here. It's not good. And there's someone singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again. Which I remember, that was in, like, the original trailer for the game. They just had that creepy voice singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like, stuff just kept happening. And it was effectively creepy. Right, which one are we going in? Straight ahead? Straight ahead. Text log! United we ascend. Is Unitology a new hope or just another scam? It's a scam! If you've been living on Mars for the past 200 years, you might have missed the fastest growing religious movement in history. Unitology boasts a following of millions. Counts powerful CEOs and officials in its ranks, claims 78 billion of stock in multi-global companies, and owns 2 of Earth's largest financial institutions, GPSG Financial and Unitas Energy Investments. From its beginnings as a cult of personality, Unitology has become a respected established religion. Most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman, a professor of anthropology, blew the whistle on what he claimed was the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government. The discovery of an artifact or marker which proved beyond any doubt that there is alien life in the universe. The government labelled Altman a kook, but his claims struck a chord with some, and his mysterious death soon afterwards fueled that interest. Unitologists believe the marker contained a code, the key to eternal life, the rebirth and ascension to heaven. The kicker is you have to die first. They say the government is hiding the marker somewhere, keeping its secrets for themselves. Across all of human space, Unitologists praise Altman's martyrdom and await the day God comes to take them to their new life beyond death. It all sounds pretty harmless, but, like any cult, there is a dark side. Unitologists are ranked in the church. Nobody ever talks about it, but most of its critics believe there are at least 3 ranks above average believer or initiate. With each new rank, more of the church's inner workings and research is revealed to a follower. These ranks are achieved by one simple criteria: giving money and power to the church. Think taking all your money is bad? The church also requires members to donate their bodies after death. Why? What do they do with them? Nobody will say, and attempts to infiltrate the inner circle have failed. With their emphasis on transformation and rebirth, maybe we wouldn't like the answer, even if they told us. Rune Rumor, that also refuses to die, says the church is funding a secret shipbuilding program. Some claim to have seen the fleet. No documented evidence has ever been supplied, but the claimants all say these mausoleum ships But the claimants all say these mausoleum ships, despite their huge size, continued on page 94. Unfortunately, we can't turn the page, which is a bit of a shame. We just get the cover. But it is what it is. Alright. Squishy, squishy.
What do you cling to when all must seem so utterly hopeless around you? Dr. Cross was a true believer. She had faith. And now she awaits her transformation. A rebirth. Are you ready to ascend, Mr. Temple? Of course you are. Have no fear. You will play your part soon enough. Witness the conviction of a true believer! They are ready. Take them. Embrace them.
And he just wanders off down the lift and vanishes. And despite the fact we're going into that room and there's no way he could get past us, he disappears. Right. Everything's eerie. Grab all the monies. Oh yeah. Hate these things. They're very annoying. Hello. I guess I made him mad. I'm sure he won't show up again later at an inappropriate moment and blow me in half. Why would he ever do something like that? Oh boy. We good? Alright. I think we're good. I hate those things so much. So annoying. Like, they're so annoying to the point they didn't bring them back in the second game. That's how annoying they are. They did bring the squiggly things back, though. But then you also got the heavy... What was they called? Like the pregnant ones, I think. You do have to be careful with those. They can actually hurt you. Not like a lot, but they can. Which, you know, you don't really want. Actually, I think I might use that. Just to top me up.
Mr. Clark, I really must speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and I know you want to hear what I have to say. I can explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry.
Stop spitting out so many of these bloody things, will you? Very focused. Right. Are you dead? Whew, okay, good. You're dead. That was annoying. I hate those things too. They sadly also come back in the next game, but they're actually kind of easier to deal with. So it's not a problem. Or not as much of a problem anyway. Alright. Let's see now. I'm trying to remember which bit leads to which, but at the point, I can't. I might as well go this way then. Seeing as we're here. I don't have a single, otherwise I'd top up. Is this the one with no atmosphere? I don't know, but I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure this area doesn't have atmosphere either. Yet.
The life support system in Sleep Block B has been shut down. You'll have to find an override nearby to get to the door.
Oh, maybe it has. Come on. There we go. Ugh, bloody things. Right. Any door that's open, guess we're going this way. Oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, isn't there a... Oh, there it is. Whew. Want me to go that way? Guess I could. Okay, let's see. Can't open that door for some reason. Like, it's weird, but apparently you just can't. Still, it's opened up the door we want to open up.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist. Entering vacuum.
This is what I remember. Good enough.
Life support and climate system malfunction.
Right, where are we going?
Hazardous
That
condition.
way?
Please contact repair specialist.
Maybe through that door. Want to make sure we explore as much of it as we can. Let's check the bathrooms. Ooh, that'll do. Sure, might as well top myself up all the way. I'd rather use up 2 small ones than a large one. I know that's equivalent, but still. Guess we're not going that way either.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Alright. I know for a fact there are definitely going to be more enemies running around here in time.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh. Missed one apparently. Alright. Is that it real quick? Oh, hey Zero. Much rather have 3 items that each restore 33% health than a single one that restores 100. Well, yeah, exactly. Because, well, I mean, I guess it depends, but on the circumstances. But I mean, in reality, you'd want both. But it depends on the circumstances. And whether or not you're going up against something tough or not. There we go.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Alright, well, we got one of the things. So let's get out of here, shall we?
Exiting vacuum.
That's everything. At least that's everything on this side of things. Always waiting for a bloody elevator. Too slow. I know you show up again in a minute. Is it the end of this corridor? I think so. Yep, there it is. Finished? Oh. Bloody head. Anyone else? We good? Alright, I think we're good. Alright, let's get to the store. Nope, that's the wrong one. I thought that was the door. Never mind. Go this way next. Hi! Isn't the level 5 suit around here somewhere? Vague memory of that. There it is. Nice to see my memory isn't entirely shot to hell and back. Budgeting healing items is always an exercise in pragmatism. You never want to use them unless you have more health loss than it restores. There's always that really awkward time when the monsters are especially brutal and you don't know if you can survive an additional hit, which I'm not quite so far down that you need a larger potion. Well, yeah, that's kind of the risk-reward thing that you have to deal with, isn't it? It is what it is. Oops, I'm gonna pick that up. It's Zeevil! Step into the light platform to activate and start the game. Jump into as many scoring platforms as possible to increase your score multiplier. Then use your kinesis module to grab the ball and shoot it into the active basket before the shot timer runs out. Should I play some of that? just one round, just for funsies. But we do need to go in here for the thingamajiggy anyway, so...
Entering zero gravity.
Any other items? You. Woohoo! Hi guys. Is there 3 of you? Okay, oh. Let's get to somewhere a little more mobile, shall we? Woo! Okay. I don't even know where you are right now. Hello. Get the third one. Where are you? Woo! Missed. Woo! I wonder if the company knows the workers are using expensive kinesis modules to play games. Well, I somehow doubt they built this without the company knowing. So, I'm going to take a guess and say yes.
Starting game. Level 1.
Is it just the 3? I think it's just the 3 for the first one. Yoink! And fire! Alright, where are they? Nope. There. Where's the third one? Where's the third one? Where is it? There. Are you yanking my chain? Damn it. Goddamn enemies getting in the way. What the fuck? There's 2. And... I'm glad the ball makes a noise. Good job, really. The ball bounced off a corpse. Yes, the ball bounced off a corpse. That's what happened. Corpse fucked me over. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have been an issue. And bump.
Game over.
Aw. Well, I got the high score, so I guess that's fine. Good for me. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. I only wanted to play one of that, just for funsies. Never really bothered with it.
Unlocked. Congratulations.
You do get rewards for it, but it's not a huge amount. The other think I ever played the minigame. It's not really that fun, truth be told. The shooting gallery one in the crashed ship is a bit more fun, but it's kind of weird that this game would even have minigames like that in the first place. It's really not the kind of game where you think so. I guess they just really liked the zero-G mechanics, so they were just like, hey, let's let people have fun with it. So, you know, they did. Didn't even bother with them in the second game. That's not a good sound. Yep, let me out, please. Ah, piss. God damn it. Back off! Yeah. I haven't fucked up that badly in a while. Well done, me. Suppose it's some world building too. Maybe it exists to train workers to move in zero-G and use kinesis. That's also possible. Like maybe that's where it like spawned from. Maybe it was like a training thing, and people are like, actually, this is kind of fun. Let's turn it into a game people can play. Maybe even passes as a form of exercise as well. You know, because you're in zero-G a lot, so you're gonna want to make sure you keep yourself fit. Alright, let's get the final upgrade. Good job they take out his screams of rage. Well, not rage, pain. When he's getting that new suit grafted on. Alright. Still, that gives us max stuff, so that's all fine and good. Oh, actually, no, which way do we want to go next? Because I started going up here thinking, well, we could go that way, but yeah, I guess I was going to go through the one next to the zero-G basketball court. It's as good as any. I'm trying to remember which one leads me to the area. That's the one that takes me to the regenerator. I think that's the one that takes me to the regenerator. But then we need to go the other way anyway, so...
Even more fantastic. On the planet below us, we have found God's plan is unfolding, and we are its inheritors.
I hate those things.
We will
I have never liked those things. They're annoying.
Unitology is truth.
Okay.
Is the first phase. We deterred by the physical methods of transformation. Soon you will be beyond any physical concerns. You must have faith, fools. This is what we have been searching for all these years.
That was close.
This is what we have been waiting for. Don't listen to them. Come back. Come back. How
I
can
get
you
the
be
feeling
turning
they
away from the
didn't
church
listen to
in
this.
this vital
Okay,
hour?
right.
Do not abandon your faith.
Get the hell out of
What's
here.
happening on the colony is not a tragedy.
Power news. Alright. I forgot about this bit. The annoying bit. You could have told me the joke first. Honestly, some people are so rude. Alright. I guess who comes back? I don't know where he comes back.
There will be no escape for you, my friend. You have been most resourceful up until now, but my creation is free. Freefold is the fiercest of life itself. Now, time to play your part.
And now it's time to bring the regenerator back. Oh, what fun. God damn, I keep missing with that blood thing. There, have that.
Isaac, instead of a fix to the door of the door lock, I'll try to run a bypass. Hold on.
Yep. Working on it. Woo! Pissed. Almost. I was gonna say, did you just drop down right behind me? That's not fair. That's cheating. You up and about again? Good for you. Hi guys, hanging around, are you?
Okay, I bypassed the lock.
Die already, will you? Christ. Let's go.
Excellent work, Mr.
Git showing up behind me.
Excellent work. Now, come and meet me in the executive area. The door is unlocked. Be quick.
Oh, goody.
Isaac, be careful with Dr. Kine. A lot of what I've discovered so far has come from his records. The man has clearly gone insane. He might be unstable, maybe even violent.
You think? Well, unstable, yes. Violent, questionable. What was the joke she was laughing at? How much does it take to cost the Church of Unitology? An arm and a leg. That's actually a very good joke. Gonna need that. Came up with that on the spot.
You've made it! Oh, thank God you made it. I've been following your progress. I know you want to repair the executive shuttle and leave this place, but escape is impossible at this point. The shuttle shock point drive is destroyed. No. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. At first, I lost hope. I tried to scuttle the ship, sabotage the systems. But Amelia, she changed things. The church, they think the marker is divine, but they don't know what's happened here, what's been released. Look. Look at this. That is what we found in the core of the planet. Mercer calls it the hive mind. It's the source, controlling the necromorphs telepathically. We were so stupid. But Amelia, she knew it could be stopped by returning the marker to the planet. The marker was containing it within the planet. Return the marker and seal the hive mind. Please. I'm sorry, Amelia. I bear much of the responsibility for this tragedy. Now, I must take responsibility for ending it. Atone for my sins. But you can help me. If you repair the shuttle and bring the marker back on board, we can end this forever.
At least until the next game. It is kind of weird because, so I mentioned before that the marker seems to actively want to stop the necromorphs. Yeah, that's the whole sort of make us whole thing again, because it seems to want to be put back on its pedestal. Woo! Or something like that. Well, here's another one. Take that. Woo! Right. So yeah, you know, like the relationship between the Mark and the Necromorphs is kind of weird like that. I don't know if they thought it through properly, or maybe they just never explained it well enough.
Captain's log, personal. I want to set the record straight. By the time this log is heard, my actions will have been vindicated. I'm a unitologist. By now, it's probably no secret that we shouldn't be in this star system. Just another illegal mining job for the company. That is until the colony found the marker. That was when the church took an interest and chose me to lead this pilgrimage. They also ensured many of the mission crew were devout. My primary instruction was to get the marker up from the colony and on board the ship. Dr. Kine, the CSO, is an expert on the original marker and was tasked with deciphering this new one. He says he's making good progress. My decision to quarantine the colony is sound. We've got some kind of epidemic down there, and I can't allow it to infect the ship. Not with such precious cargo. Not when we are so close. Planet Crack takes place tomorrow. We'll continue to decipher the marker, and when we return home, we'll pass all our findings and the marker to the church. The government isn't going to cover this one up. Altman be praised.
Oh, I don't know. I think they've made a pretty good job of that so far. Everyone's dead. Whitelist. Goddamn units are running the ship. Known so far. Yep, that's a lot of people. Alright. Oh, no, yeah, this bit. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, it's still bloody annoying, but I remember it at least. Alright. Stuff. Oh, something over there. Gonna need as much ammo as I can get for this bit. Right. Do I actually have the way into the shuttle yet? Or do I have to press a button? Do I have to press a button to open it up? I don't remember. Let's find out. Nope, nope, there it is. I must have run right past it because I'm blind as a bat. Okay, here we go. Ooh, swanky.
Excellent. Wait there for me. I'm on my way.
Test firing shuttle engines.
Come on, come and get it. Damn it, come on. Come on. Stay.
Test firing shuttle engines.
It's at least very satisfying. Alright, what's his name should be showing up in a moment. Because he shows up after I do everything. Because, you know, everyone else in this universe can't do anything unless I do it.
Yes, this will work. There's still time to make things right. The shuttle needs to be released before launch. The control platform there. I need you to guide the undocking procedure while I start the shuttle's engines. This will make us whole again. Hurry! I'll take the shuttle up to the flight deck where the marker's being held.
Shuttle locks disengaged.
Down it goes.
I'm en route to the flight deck. Meet me there and we can load the marker on board. Yes, Amelia. Soon we'll take it home.
I'm gonna get a free power node for
I don't
the
know
big
if kind
guy.
is crazy or not, but we need that shuttle. Let's keep him on our side. For now.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here. And hey, we killed the regenerator. Progress.
Your time has come. No need to be frightened. No reason to fight. Many have gone before us, and now it's time for us to take the voyage together. Transcend death. The future take its course. Join me as I gaze upon the face of God.
It is annoying that there are like 2 characters in this game that you would love to kill yourself, but you don't get the opportunity to. And you didn't even get to change. Haha. I can at least deny him that. It is kind of weird. I do wonder if that's why they made up for it in the second game, where you finally get to kill the big bad guy at the end. And it's like, because you don't get to. The two villains in this game, you don't get to kill them. They just get themselves killed. So it's like, well, I would have preferred to do that. Maybe they just didn't want Isaac to be the one to kill people, just monsters. They wanted him to make out like he's a better person than that. He's really not. Isaac's a bit of an asshole. But it is what it is. Sorted. I'm right back up to where the game started, which is a nice touch. I like that. 2 chapters left. There's 12 chapters in the game.
Mr. Clark, I'm approaching the shuttle hangar. You must find your way to the cargo bay. The marker, it's being stored in there. There's a cargo loading lift there you can use to deliver the marker up to the hangar. Please, you must help me with this. It's the only way.
Okay. Really wish that one would stop doing that. Okay. I do like this. It's a nice touch, like coming back to a place you've been to before, but you get a slightly different route through the whole place. It really does make it feel like a complete area, you know? As I said, it's about the only thing I think they could really, like, improve on in the remake is to, you know, fill in the blanks and give you an incomplete ship to explore. Like, that would be so cool. Not sure if they will, but it would be nice. Remove the chapter sister and make it all one giant map. Yeah, make it a bit... Well, I was going to say make it a bit more like Dead Space 2, where, you know, if you do have a chapter system, they all just sort of flow into each other. Because, I mean, like, you know, the chapter loading thing probably was done as like a... like to ease the engine a bit, and to, like, make it run a bit better on consoles, but then they found a way to get around that for the sequel, of course. But yeah, I think, you know, opening up the ship, you know, giving you maybe not necessarily full range of the thing right from the off, but like having the place be open rather than a linear progression of point after point after point, which, you know, I mean, that works fine. I'm not, you know, I've said it before, I think Dead Space is a fantastic game. I think it followed, you know, it took the Resident Evil formula and really polished it up to an extremely high level. So, you know, well, the Resident Evil 4 formula, you know what I'm talking about. Right, now where's that button I gotta press? It was around here somewhere. There it is. Here we go. And here it is. The titular marker.
Cargo shipment 782. Kinesis module required for cargo transport.
assistant. Woo! I know you don't. Go, 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 go. One of the weird things that sort of, I don't know if you've ever seen the cartoon that's sort of a prequel to the game, which is Dead Space Downfall, I think it was called. It's really weird because the thing talks about how the marker is supposed to have what is literally referred to as a dead space around it that the necromorphs cannot enter, which just isn't a thing in the game. Which is very, very weird. Best of my knowledge, that's the only time it showed up, so I don't know, maybe it was something they were planning to do and never did anything with, or I don't know. I don't need to kill anything else, so everything else can screw off. Goodbye. Later. Now they might decide to follow me, they might not.
I restored power to the elevator. Take it up to the hangar bay and get the marker on the shuttle. I'm heading up to the flight deck now. Oh god. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
I'll do it. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, actually, what I will buy, because I'm a little low and I could do with a teensy weensy bit more. Give me a... Stasis pack, please. It's not as if I'm running out of money anytime soon. Top that up, very nice. Vague memory that there were little wiggly things in here somewhere. I remember if that was this toilet or maybe it was another toilet, or I can't remember. Those squiggly guys. Back where it all began. Creepy. I do kind of like that they take it full circle. Again, I think it's a nice touch, just being able to go back to places you've been to before in a different context. I'm pretty sure that door opens later, question mark? Oh, that's right. Yes, we've got the lockdown first. Then it throws some standard level enemies at you. I guess just to show how far you've come. It's like, hey, remember when this was really terrifying? Thank you for that. That's why the door was closed. I don't know which one I'm more curious about, you know, whether it's going to be the Dead Space remake, which I am curious about, but I'm also really curious in the Callisto Protocol. I think that's what it was called. Which is like the Dead Space that's not being called Dead Space because obviously it can't be called Dead Space, but it's made by the same guy who made Dead Space, like the lead director of the project. So it's like, well, it's kind of Dead Space, but it's not Dead Space, but it kind of is. Like, I honestly don't know which one I'm like more curious about, because I mean, I think they're both going to be interesting. It'll be very interesting to compare them, you know, because
Excellent. I'm going to dock the shuttle.
I get the feeling they're going to do the same idea from different angles.
Careful.
You can tell he's not much of a pilot. And there's our ship. What's left of it? It's just a
I'm
flaming
bringing the
wreck.
shuttle down now. The automated loading controls aren't responding. You'll have to shut down gravity in the hangar bay, and then manually bring the marker directly beneath the shuttle.
All right.
Entering zero gravity.
All right. Woo. Boom, boom. Right then. See you over there. Ooh, hello. Items, items, I need items. Okay, actually, I tell you what. Before we get the marker moving, let's pause and we're going to take a break because it's 4 o'clock. Ugh. But yeah, there's not too much of the game left. We got this little bit now, which probably take about 15 minutes. And then we got the last chapter of the game. So, yeah, good fun. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, let's get going. Actually, can we? Woohoo! Shortcut, oh dear. Wow. You took that like a champ, didn't you? Bring it. Come on. Woo. I think we're good. You did clip me a little bit there, but nothing serious. Whee. Alright, let's get this thing a-moving. Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to rotate these things. I forgot about that. I knew there was something we had to do. You won NaNoWriMo last night? I didn't know it was a competition, but well done. Or when you say you won, you mean you finished your book. Because both are impressive. they just show up? So I heard. Yep, I hear something. Hello. I hate you. I should really get off my butt and write my book at some point. Everybody wants to write a book. Like it's easy. It's not easy writing a book. Competition part is just eat yourself. A winner is someone who reaches 50,000 words. Prize being the first draft of a novel. Well, you've done the National Novel Writing Month thing for 3-4 years now.
It's in position. Still having trouble with these damn loading controls. Isaac, restore gravity to the room. I should be able to load the marker there.
Boom. Well, 6th, but the 5th time you've completed it. Fair enough. Hey, good work. Better than most. Better than me. Whee! Right.
Exiting zero gravity. Loading cargo shipment 782.
It's on board. Please come and join me. Together we can stop this hive mind. We can end this nightmare at last.
Yes, I'm sure this won't go wrong in any way, shape, or form. How could it?
Over here! Hurry! There's no time to waste. We must do it. Wait, Amelia, where are you going?
You bet I've got a novel in me. Well, yeah, the doctors haven't managed to get it out yet.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't let him go through with it. I suppose I should thank you for finding the marker. We even managed without help from the USM Valor. Thank you for helping me find him, by the way. My department's been looking for this place for a long time. See what kind didn't know us? It was the government's mess to begin with. This whole planet is one big experiment. The marker, this divine relic, made by man. They reverse engineered it a couple of 100 years ago from the real marker, a true alien artifact recovered on Earth. They dug it up, studied it, and they made it their own. Then they brought it to Aegis 7 and activated it. And you've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. They sealed the system, and no one would have been the wiser. But then the CEC blunders in and starts tearing the planet apart. The experiment was still alive. Kine was right about the hive mind. The marker would contain it, but that doesn't matter now, does it? I have the marker, and this entire system can go to hell. For what it's worth, you did a great job, Isaac. See you around. Or maybe not.
Oh dear.
Isaac, Nicole, I need you to help me. Help us. Now. I'm in the flight control room. Please, Isaac, hurry. Please. I love you.
Okay, I'm coming. Alright, it's up here, isn't it? step should be outlining, deciding what's going to happen in the overarching plot, then plan out how it plays out from one plot point to the next. Yeah, see, the overarching plot I can do. It's the specifics I have trouble with.
Is that really you? I never thought we'd be together again.
Technically, we're not.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did. I never wanted to hurt you. You need to get it back now, Isaac. You can pilot the shuttle remotely from here. Make us whole again. Make us whole again.
And press the button. Beep.
Isaac, what the hell are you doing? You're making a big mistake. This is not over.
Escape pod away, crew shuttle USG-09. Repeat. Shuttle has ejected escape pod.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. None of us can. Here it comes. I'll reprogram the shuttle so we can fly down to the colony. We're so close, Isaac. Now go! Get on the shuttle. I'll meet you there.
Alright, let's go. At least we'll be able to once, you know, the door opens. Can I go, please? Can I go? Please? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Good enough. You know, I knew there was a few more enemies to fight yet. And the only chapter to not end with a train ride. This one's with a shuttle ride.
You're doing the right thing, Isaac. We're together now. The way it always should have been. I knew you'd come back for me. Nothing can stop us now.
Oh yeah. Aim for the body and kill it in 5 shots. No thanks ever for aiming for the limbs that are constantly moving around and spend 9 charges for missing all the time. Well, both are options, aren't they? Right.
Isaac, use one of the loaders to get the marker off the shuttle.
I guess I could do that. From the next, you've been around for 30 seconds, you're already bossing me around. What a relationship. Tweak. Actually, a big fucking hole. I just bit my tongue. Ow. Bossing him around from beyond the grave. Shh! We're not supposed to know that yet. Hello. Alright. Box. Another one around here somewhere. There it is. Ooh. Alright, looks like we need a battery for this. Now, you, stay there, don't go anywhere. That could be a problem. Easy solution. Can't infect a corpse if there's no corpses around.
Isaac, the marker needs to be returned to the pedestal chamber. Use the loader to bring it there and place it on the pedestal. Replace what was taken and make us whole again.
Come on, open up. That.
This is Sergeant Newman, PSEC. We've lost all the shuttles. One of them just took off and came straight back down and crashed into the bay. Took a couple of 100 people and all the remaining shuttles with it. If anyone can hear this, do not land. Do not land.
Poor Newman. He probably didn't make it. In fact, he definitely didn't make it. He's from the animated comic. If you never saw that. Worth looking up. I'll keep a stasis pack with me just in case at this point in the game. I think it's worth it. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yep, that works. Apart already, please. Good enough. These things. But then I keep saying that. Smash those Xboxes. Of course the cold's buggered off, leaving me to do all the work. Pretty sure there's a whole bunch of enemies that show up in this area. Don't remember the specifics, but I'm pretty sure they do. Because I remember this area being actually kind of annoying. Yep, there it is.
Unknown bioforms detected in the area. Security has been notified.
Coming this way. Hi. Uh-oh. Ow. Who shot at me? Where from? Oh, hello. Woo! That's not good. Need to do that, but okay. How many more of these? Come on, guys. Because the annoying thing about this level is it's actually got enemies that only spawn if you run over to this area. I think. Something like that. Like you gotta go to a certain location for them to spawn. Sure, it's something like that. Only to an area, go to a certain place. Come on, where are you? Show up. Or is it? Ah, no, wait. Is it that we gotta do this? I know there was something we had to do to get the lockdown to properly deactivate. There it is. Woo! Everyone's firing at me, apparently. Ooh, tit. Oh, double tit. That's very many levels of not good. Woo! Whew. Good enough. About the explodey guys. They're annoying. Right, on to the next bit. Again. Every time, always the same. That's one of the other things that's kind of weird compared to the animated comic. That's the size. I mean, its size literally changed from, you know, page to page anyway, but still, it was always funny in that regard. want to know more about what happened, aside from reading the animated comic, which is always useful.
Isaac, you're almost there. You'll have to restore power to the bridges to move the marker through this area. Look for a control station at the end of the maintenance tube.
Ow. The sheer number of these things is kind of nuts right now. Stop firing at more of these bloody things, will you? Yeah. There's still another one? Where? Yeah, sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, one of the fun things is I'm pretty sure that you can actually come into this area in Dead Space Extraction, which is the rail shooter. Because the first level of that, in fact the first couple of levels of that actually take place down on the planet. And then eventually the action moves up to the Isimura after that. Good enough. Right. Which is fun. It's a decent game. Like for a rail shooter, you know, it's a decent game. I feel like rail shooters are probably going to make a comeback with the rise of VR and all that stuff. Rail shooters seem pretty good for that kind of stuff. Although I don't know if rail shooters would fall under the line of causing too much motion sickness. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't.
Entering zero gravity.
Maybe that's a good theory. Maybe you should get into VR dev. I think that's probably the most complicated kind of game dev there is. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much more or less complicated it would be compared to a normal 3D game, but yeah, don't mention old game ideas I've told you about over the years, please. Not publicly. You never know. I might end up wanting to make them. And I know that's highly unlikely, but stranger things have happened. Besides, I do genuinely think that's still a good idea, so, you know. Personal opinion, of course. Come on, pick up the... Fine, I'll do it myself, shall I? Chunks. Always gotta be fans. Run, 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 run. What the? Is there another one? It's just like rail shooters seem like a natural fit for VR, don't they? Because if you think about it, like a lot of shooters that you get these days are essentially standing shooters. Like you stand in one spot, enemies come towards you, and then you kill them. And so, like, well, rail shooters surely feels like a natural evolution of that. As I said, I think the trick would be designing a rail shooter in VR that doesn't... Oh yeah, hello. That doesn't make people, you know, motion sick. Yeah, if that's all possible. Press the C button and nothing happens. See? Why won't you fire? Oh, it did. Right. That up, why not? Okay. The biggest cause for motion sickness is a disconnect between the feeling of movement and the visual sensation of movement. Well, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that causes car sickness, but the other way around. So in a car, you feel like you're moving, but if you're like reading a book or not paying attention to the fact that you're moving, it's what causes car sickness. So yeah, in VR, it's the opposite of that, because you visually see you're moving, but obviously you're not. Why you don't get motion sickness in a plane. Because there's no sensation of movement. It's like I'm bursting through one of the vents. In many VR rail shooters, you're often placed in some sort of environment where your immediate surroundings are mounted, like a cockpit or a cage, and the world moves around you. That would make sense. Yeah, I could see that being a thing. So it's like, oh well, you know, things around you are moving, but the thing you're standing on isn't moving, so you're fine. That would make sense. I think Pokemon Snap would make a good VR game. Just a shame Nintendo just has like absolutely no desire for VR. They're perfectly fine with any forms of innovation, but not VR. Oh no, can't be having with that. I know technically was that what was it called, the Labo thing? That wasn't really VR. Who knows, maybe the next console will be VR. Although I suppose, technically speaking, they were doing VR before anybody else was. There was the Virtual Boy. Yeah, VR about 20 years before the tech for that was really ready. Yeah, that was smart. Have I played New Snap? I have. I haven't finished it, but I have played it. Like most games these days, like most console games these days, I kind of just get bored. There's very few console games that I've actually finished. Metroid Dread is the first console game I've finished in a long time. And that's because it's a fucking Metroid game. And the fact I was streaming it, that also helped. Oh yeah. I forgot about those things. Woo! Hey. All the bots still up? You mean from Dread? No, they should still be up. I don't think they were deleted. Did you blow up already? Actually, can I even be asked to do this? Probably not. Hello. God damn it. Run her up. Quick delete things older than a certain amount of time. Well, yeah, but if you turn them into gigantic highlights, then they'll stay around forever. So I did that. Get your ass up there. Ow!
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you. I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. Evacuate this area immediately.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, suppose we better get the heck out of here, hadn't we? Right, grab that. Oh, excuse me.
Isaac, you really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me. It's a shame. I was starting to like you. Even if you are insane. What, you don't believe me? Take a look at yourself. Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole. And this time, watch it right to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Alright, and she goes running off, because of course she does. Yeah, as we were saying earlier, like, it's the one thing I don't like quite. Like, the marker is designed to contain the necromorphs, but at the same time, the necromorphs need the marker for their convergence thing, so is the marker, like, something the necromorphs have to do with, or is it separate, or... I don't know, it's weird. I feel like it's trying to be two things at once. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm underthinking it. I mean, I don't know if they ever actually explain what the markers are in the third game, perhaps? Who moved all the bodies back? God damn it. It'll be ages to get rid of them. Right, let's get set up for the boss. Yeah, I might as well keep... Well, I'll get rid of one medium and I'll buy a large. I shouldn't need any of this stuff, but... Well, you never know, do you? I'll buy some... That's a lot of pulse rounds. I'm really hoping I'm not going to run into the bug that I have genuinely run into a few times. Where the end boss becomes undefeatable, but I'm hoping I won't. So fingers crossed. I feel like the story in Dead Space was half planned. They were kind of adding stuff to keep things interesting without having an ultimate end game. Yeah, I think that is kind of true. It's like they threw in a lot of stuff to make things like really interesting, to have things all be like curious and mysterious, but they never really thought where they were going with it in the long term. I mean, they obviously were planning a sequel because there are definitely like little nuggets that are put down in this game that are picked up in the sequel, like, you know, what the bit at the very end of the game, which we'll be seeing in a minute, and a few other things. And like Extraction, the Wii shooter, came out between this game and the second game, and Extraction has direct references to the second game, which was obviously in development by that point. So it is a thing of like, they knew they wanted to take it somewhere, but maybe they didn't plan it out completely or something. I don't know. Unitologist, a marker, the planet cracker. It has a solid foundation for world building. It doesn't really do much with it. Well, the game series only had 3 games, so it's hard to do a lot with just 3 games.
Oh my god!
See, look, and that's the other person we really would have liked to have killed ourselves, but nope. We don't get the chance. Alright. Isaac's probably thinking to himself, well, I guess we're doing this. Borderlands says hello. Borderlands has 5 games in its series, though. I had at least had a little more. Hello. He's a big boy. Oh yeah. I was like, wait, what's going on? Oh yeah. This bit. Hold still for 5 seconds, will you? Stop twisting my leg. Buddy. Yeah. See, that's the bit that usually bugs out. And it's something really weird. I think it only ever happens if you reload the last save. It kind of weirdly bugs out for some reason. Where that bit, you just cannot move your character's aim at all. And so you just end up getting your ass handed to you. Oh, tits. Well, that's not good. Stop that. You're gonna run away. Get that. Right. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Wow. Come on, open up your chest. Come on. Open up your chest and let me bloody shoot you. There goes one. Thank you. Another one. Good. When I first played this game, I knew I'd kill the final boss, especially from having an extra form or a jump scare at the end or something, because I got the achievement as soon as I dealt the final blow. They hadn't even dropped me yet. Ah. I think I remember you telling me about that. And I remember you were saying like that's like bad achievement placement. I think I remember that. And now you actually mention it. There's another one. Finally. Okay, now we're into the proper rhythm. Come on. Whoop. Whoop. This boss is not that hard. Pretty rhythmic, if you can get it into a good cycle. And there it goes. Bye-bye. How much ammo did that use up? A chunk. Right, let's go, let's go. I have no idea why that happened. I don't think that is ever explained, why the door goes from being locked to being open suddenly, and I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to have an explanation or if it's just like kind of a weird thing. I don't know. I really have no idea. Unless maybe it was the marker doing it, perhaps. No idea. Nicole's ghost unlocks it. I mean, she's not really a ghost. That's the point. It's like she's a hallucination.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
And they give you a cheap jump scare at the end, because why the fuck not? I mean, technically, I know it plays into what's going on in the second game with like Nicole's ghost / hallucination teasing Isaac throughout the entire thing. So I suppose it was maybe the seed of that, but I think they just wanted to end on a jump scare, and that was all they could come up with. Not that that's a bad thing, I guess. But, yeah, Dead Space still holds up. It is still a legitimately enjoyable game. It's why I sort of question whether this thing even needs a remake, and why I'm saying that, like, I honestly think the only thing they really need to add is to just give you a full ship. Like, you know, cut out the chapters with the tram and all that stuff. You could still have the tram. Like, I have no problem with you having the tram being in the game, and it could be used to, like, cover up loading screens and stuff. But I'm saying that, like, just get rid of the chapters and just have one constant game where you can like go off and explore a bit. Maybe, I don't know, it's probably not something they do, but they could even have a thing like vaguely Resident Evil-esque where, you know, you need to find certain level key cards to access certain areas to complete your objectives and stuff like that. Maybe they probably won't do that. It'll probably be a lot more like Dead Space 2 or perhaps, or something like that, or maybe it'll be like quest based where you'll have like your main quest, and maybe there'll be like side quests where you go over to another area of the ship, and presumably they'll like expand the areas of the ship that there are. I don't know what more they could add, but maybe the areas themselves will be bigger. So yeah, as I say, I'm very curious about where the Dead Space remake is going, but we probably won't get that in like a playable form until 2023, because all they've given us is just a teaser saying, hey, we're making a Dead Space remake. Okay, fine. So we probably won't get that until 2023, maybe even 2024, depending on how things go. Then you've got the Callisto Protocol. Is it a remake or a remaster? I think it's a remake. It said remake in the trailer. It said Dead Space remake, not remaster. Because that's the thing. Like, what I genuinely thought they were gonna do was to do like a Dead Space trilogy, like, you know, Dead Space 1, 2, 3. Give it a nice like HD remaster treatment and release it as like a pack, like a bundle, and you could put it on like the Switch, the PlayStation, Xbox, PC. And that would make a really nice bundle, because Dead Space 1 and 2 are legitimately good games. And although Dead Space 3 did kind of shit the bed with all the microtransactions and all the crap that was put in there, and like being way more of an action game than a horror game, and forced co-op in the third game, because you've always got a forced co-op by the time you get to the third game in a series. And it's like, you know, so the third one had some very bad design choices behind it, but, you know, it was made by EA, so what the fuck do you expect? Yeah, it's like, I thought a remaster would actually make a lot of sense. But they're not doing that. As far as I know from the trailer, it said remake, not remaster. And I know that there is, like, sometimes companies will call something a remake, even if it is just a remaster. But usually if you're saying remake, it means remake. Considering they did it with Mass Effect and the two games were very firmly contemporary. Yeah, well, you know, this is my point, you know, about trilogies. You know, for some reason they just shoehorn in multiplayer in the third one because I guess that's just needed. Sometimes it's not even, sometimes I don't even wait for the third game, sometimes it's the second game. I mean, look at Bioshock that I was playing recently, you know. Bioshock 1, really good first-person shooter. And then Bioshock 2 comes out with a reduced single-player campaign because they had to put some dev time into a multiplayer because everybody wanted a multiplayer that they didn't give in the first one, and then turns out multiplayer in Bioshock universe isn't actually that good. Who knew? It's like when everybody was clamoring for Portal, competitive multiplayer, and Valve were just like, yeah, no, we've done tests. It's not as fun as you might think. Don't. Just trust me, just don't. And so, we didn't. But, yeah, so, here's the thing. You know, Dead Space 1, it still really holds up. It's a legitimately well-made game. Same with Dead Space 2. I think, you know, although Dead Space 2 does lean more towards action than horror, whereas I said originally, like, this game is kind of 50-50 between action and horror. Dead Space 2 is more of a 75% action, 25% horror. And, like, Dead Space 3 is, like, 5% horror and 90% action. I mean, when you're running around half of Dead Space 3 killing humans rather than necromorphs, you know something's gone wrong somewhere. But, yeah, I will eventually get around to playing Dead Space 3. Here's the thing, like, you know, I played Dead Space 1. I'll move on to doing Dead Space 2 at some point in the new year. I don't know exactly when. That's just on the list. It'll happen when it happens. And then I will play Dead Space 3. Just to complete it. Just to finally say, yes, I've completed all 3 games. I don't know if it'll be any good or if I'll end up just absolutely hating it. But it is what it is. I've heard it's not that bad if you give it a chance. Ooh, military suit. I remember that was Sage's main complaint with Resident Evil 5, I think. Zombies with assault rifles. Why? Well, they weren't really zombies in Resident Evil 5. It might have been Resident Evil 6. I think they had zombies with rifles. I think. Okay. So, there you have it. That was Dead Space. Still fun. Still good. Maybe a little clunky by today's standards, but honestly, you don't really need anything more. It shows up, it does exactly what it sets out to do, and then it stops. And honestly, I think in this day and age, that should be fucking celebrated. It's a complete experience, you know? But anyway, it's, what time is it? Well, it's 5:05. I think that's good enough for today. So, we will end it there for now. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.